One day, on the island of Sodor, all the engines were minding their own business as usual. Down at the harbor, however, Duck was sulking in the shed all alone. He hadn't been feeling well. His fireman said that he had a blocked funnel and was quite prone to overheating, and poor Duck was feeling quite miserable. "I'm a Great Western engine," he muttered to himself, "and this is not the Great Western way. This is undoubtedly, undeniably unacceptable." Duck was too caught up in his displeasure that he hadn't noticed the Fat Controller arriving in his car. "Good morning, Duck. I am sorry to hear that you are unwell," said the Fat Controller. "Oh, sir, I was too uncomfortable to go to sleep last night. I wish I weren't so sick." "Well, you'll be pleased to know that you'll be mended this afternoon. It shouldn't take a while for the workers to make you a proper engine." "Oh, thank you, sir," Duck exclaimed with glee. "And you'll have company when you return to your shed. Someone else has come to take off half your load. With that being said, Diesel will take you to the steamworks at noon." "What? Don't you remember our entire awful history? I hate that bastard." "Language! He's very capable of the job, and I thought you had gotten over your anger towards all diesel engines. I understand it's been bad from the start, but he's the only one available then." "Fine. All right. Yes, sir," Duck said, biting his tongue. Presently, Diesel arrived. "Ah, Diesel, you're early," said the Fat Controller. Mavis was being fussy, and now I have to do her work. I thought I'd come and get the dirty work taken care of first." "You watch it," Duck hissed feverishly. "Enough! I don't want to hear about any monkey business. It's best you both keep your mouths shut." The Fat Controller was having a rough day, and he contemplated quitting his job, so he left. There was silence for a few moments, until, "Okay, let's go," Diesel grunted as he coupled up to Duck. Duck tried his hardest not to cry out in disgust. He took in a whiff of diesel fuel and felt sick. "I wonder what would happen if somebody drank diesel fuel," he said quietly. "If it smells so bad, it must taste awful. But..." Duck suddenly grinned widely, and at that same moment, he had an idea most foul. He held back a chuckle and remained quiet for the duration of the trip. While being worked on, he thought hard, but his conscience kept telling him that his ideas weren't Great Western enough. But all the past troubles between him and Diesel crushed Duck's good heart. Duck chuckled to himself all the way home. When he got to his shed, he was surprised to see that his good friend Stepney had come to visit. "Oh dear, Stepney! How wonderful to see you!" "Sir Topham Hatt said that, I could help you cheer up," Stepney said, beaming happily with a smile. "By the way," he added, "Duck, you seem rather agitated. What have you been doing recently?" Duck just laughed. "Oh, I'm just so happy to be feeling well again, Stepney. I'm a free Great Western engine. Hooray!" Stepney smiled softly at his friend, but gave him a knowing look. "I was told that Diesel escorted you, and by the look on your face, I'm guessing it went poorly." "Oh no, it went quite well, I assure you." "You're hiding something." Not being able to hold up the facade any longer, Duck sighed and whispered his idea to Stepney, ending his explanation by saying, "It's not ethical or Great Western, but I'm going to do it anyway." Stepney was disturbed but intrigued. "I mean, after Ari and Bert tried to kill me, my trust around Diesels went away. And if this Diesel is a Class 8 just like Ari and Bert, I want you to do it." Stepney didn't think that Duck was being serious, so he agreed with the plan to keep his friend's spirits up. At that moment, the Fat Controller strolled by. Duck composed himself. Sir," he asked, "could I ask a favor of you?" "What is it, Duck?" Well, Diesel and I got along well today. I was wondering if he could come here so I could, repay him for being friendly." The Fat Controller was surprised. Well, all right. But if there's any drama... Sir, I promise we won't get into any trouble, Duck said, glancing at Stepney. Well, I'll go let Diesel know. Goodbye. The Fat Controller got into his car and left. Now, Duck began, you get the table set, Stepney. So, Stepney somehow set the table. I guess this is all engines go now. Hey! Get back to the script! Okay, fine! Jeez! Anyway, soon enough, the two friends heard familiar purring. Diesel had arrived. Diesel! Duck greeted him excitedly. Come on in. My friend Stepney made us a meal. Right, Stepney? Stepney smiled and giggled sheepishly. Yes, welcome, he said nervously, put off by the Class 8's approach. Make yourself comfortable, Diesel, puffed Duck. Here, Boko brought me this as a gift to you. It's pure, fresh diesel fuel. The freshest it comes, he said. I can't thank you enough, Duck, said a very surprised Diesel. After all we've been through, you chose to do this for me? Well, yes, of course. You're a fellow locomotive, no matter what that you're a diesel. I thought I might repay you for being relatively kind to me during the trip this morning. Diesel hadn't ever been treated this nicely before, and was at a loss for words, even though he was slightly uncomfortable with Duck's nervous laughter. So he decided to just eat and drink. Duck winked at Stepney, and the little goldenrod tank engine remained silent, keeping a close eye on Diesel. The shed was silent, save for the noises of eating and drinking. But then, it happened. Diesel's face went red and his engine skipped a few beats. Duck kept a straight face, while Stepney anxiously bit his lip. Diesel tried to cry out for help, but no matter how he tried, he couldn't. In that second, he realized the shocking truth. He had been poisoned. Fighting for a breath, he glared at Duck with tears in his eyes, but the Great Western engine's smile grew wide, and his Bluebell companion looked on with morbid curiosity. With a final jolt, the shunter fell quiet, permanently. It is done, affirmed Duck. Now, dispose of him. Stepney whined, but at this point he couldn't refuse. Don't worry, Stepney. When you're quite finished, I'll reward you. Stepney smiled briefly and coupled up to the deceased Diesel. And remember, the green tank engine began, if anyone becomes suspicious, you know what to do. Stepney puffed quietly out of the shed with Diesel in tow, slipping under the cover of the night. He trundled along in the moonlight, until he reached his destination, along the bridge. Stepney looked at the ocean below him, and uncoupled from Diesel, hoping he wouldn't be next. Stepney's men carefully put something underneath Diesel before running back to the Bluebell engine's cab. Promptly, they left. Then, the detonators went off, blowing a hole into Diesel. The force of the blow sent him careening up and over the bridge and into the ocean. Stepney raced back to Duck's shed, and the two played poker, hoping that no one had figured out what had happened. But nobody did, and Duck was satisfied. And if Duck and Stepney played their cards right, things would stay that way.